It's Tuesday, May 10th at 1:31 a.m. This past weekend, I met up with some of my friends from India, the people that I traveled to India with, and one of them was my friend Erica. And Erica had gastric bypass last summer. When we were in class, I didn't really talk to her much. Because she sat in the back and I sat all the way in the front like a nerd. But I'm not really a nerd, I just sat there. um, and whenever we traveled together, I got to know her more and she became a really good friend to me. And she told me all about her gastric bypass and how great of a thing it was for her that she had lost so much weight. And it was awesome. And I had noticed, because I don't know, I have this weird thing in my head because we were going to a foreign country, and I was like, I don't want to be the only bigger person, so I scoped the room at the beginning of the semester, and I was like, who is just like me, and she was one of them, but towards the end of the semester, I was like, oh my god, she's thinner. And I was like, cool. But I didn't know why. I mean, I didn't speak to her at all. So throughout the trip, she would always tell me, she would tell me a lot about her gastric bypass. And she was probably one of the reasons why I decided to have weight loss surgery. Because I saw how good it was to her. We're not having the same procedure, but it's still weight loss surgery, right? And I really do appreciate her and everything she told me. And so this weekend, I told her, hey, you know what? I have my surgery date. And she got so excited. She hugged me and she's like, great, this is so awesome. And she's older than me, and she's like, you can be the little sister I never had, and I can teach you all my weight loss surgery tips and tricks. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm not the type that gets super excited and oh my god. I mean, I'm kind of just like, yeah, that's cool. But it was cool to know that she was excited for me. And I will definitely, talk to her more about it as it goes on, because she's probably the only person that I know currently that's had weight loss surgery. And like I said, I'm not ready to tell the rest of my family about it yet, so can't really talk to my aunt about it. But yeah. And we were supposed to just go to Dave & Buster's, I don't know if there's is there Dave & Buster's all over the country? I don't know, but it's this place where you can bowl and play arcade games and stuff. And then the rest of the people were like, let's go to the club, because it's the Dave & Buster's is in this place where it's a movie theater, then there's restaurants, and then smack in the middle there's a club that's a huge club. It has several rooms and stuff, and I've never been there because I moved to San Antonio a year and a half ago, and I'm 24. I kind of got out of the whole club scene a long time ago, and I mean, when I was in San Antonio in college, it was kind of bars, because, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess the first couple of years when I wasn't really able to drink, I would do the club scene, but, once I turned 21, just a bar, and it was just right down the street from our apartment. But for some reason, I caught the eye of some guy it was weird. My friend Jamie was making a fool of himself, and I was laughing because he was like dancing up on people, and it was just so funny. Anyway, I was laughing, and then I turned this way, and I made eye contact with this guy, and I was laughing, so it kind of looked like I was trying to like, hey, what's up? But it was not. So I don't do that, and that's weird. I don't know. I'm not the type that picks up guys, and I wouldn't anyway. I don't know. Whatever. And he like hovered around me for a while, and I was like, I don't know, but I was trying to ignore it, kind of like pretend that wasn't happening. And he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, ma," and I'm like, "Hey, ma, no, game over." But the point is that like it's no matter what size you are, I guess you can still pick up a guy, and that's I don't know. I mean, I don't think you can pick up a legit guy at the club, but I don't know. It was kind of like a self-esteem booster in a way. I mean, not that I was that. I mean, my girl Lisa, she was like, I was like, save me. I mean, he wasn't a bad-looking guy at all. He was actually a good-looking dude. But I think guys at the club are kind of sleazy in a way. I don't know. I think any guy is sleazy, to be honest. But yeah. But it felt good, in a way. So I told my my boss. I went up to the office, and all the other directors were there. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I need to talk to you. And everybody like got scared. Like, oh my god. What is she going to tell us? And, well, I just spoke to my main boss, the founder of the place that I work at, the owner. And so I told her, well, I'm getting foot surgery in July. Well, I'll know by tomorrow because I have a podiatrist appointment. But I was going to be out for a while for a foot surgery. And I was like, I'm going to have foot surgery while I'm also going to have another surgery. And she's like, well, what? And I was like, I'm having the lap band. And she's like, oh, that's so great, and et cetera, et cetera. She's like, I know that you've struggled with your weight for a while, and that this is important to you. And she knows about it because my mom's worked for her and her family for about a decade now. So her and my mom are kind of close, and so she knows that I've been, a heavy girl forever. So she was excited for me, and it's like, thanks for being excited for me. I really need that, And on the other hand, I think one of my other bosses was kind of not mad in a way, but kind of like, man, you're leaving us kind of thing, and kind of not happy that I was going to leave because I'm going to be gone for a while if I even come back to work. I mean, I love where I work, but next semester is my last semester of school, and I kind of want to put all my effort into it. But it's nice to know that she was okay with it. Yeah, and I decided to tell another friend about the lap band. I know I'm kind of hesitant to tell people because, I don't know, I know that so many people are against it, and it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me that thinks it's weird. But yeah, I told her she's one of my coworkers, and well, I mean, she's more than coworker. She's a good friend of mine. And I told her, my last day is on the 26th, and she's like, why? Why are you quitting on me now? And I'm like, calm down, Jessica. You're probably leaving 2 or 3 weeks after me because she's pregnant. And her due date is the first week of July. Um, and it's like, come on. And then she was like, she's like the funniest person ever. She was like, so you're getting all fixed up? And I'm like, why do you make it seem like I'm a car? And she was referring to my foot surgery. And she's like, Cindy, feet are your body cars, duh. I'm like, you're so crazy. But then I was like, I told her, well, before I get foot surgery, I'm having the lap band put in. She's like, oh my god, that's crazy. Are you serious? And I said, yeah, I need to do this. But I feel like I'm going to look weird because I think I'm going to look weird because I've never been thin. So I don't know what I'm going to look like. So anything I'm going to look like is going to be weird to me. Yeah, it's going to be a really big change. And she's like, no, you're not going to look weird. You're going to look more beautiful than you are now. And I'm like, oh, that was so sweet of you. She's like, I know everything's going to go good for you. And I don't know, it was good to hear that. And I don't regret telling her. And, maybe I should be more open about it. But we'll see how I feel about telling other people. I'm still not there yet. So I'm getting my blood pressure read by my mom because she went to school to be a medical assistant. So I don't have to drive all the way to Walmart to get my blood pressure readings. And I don't know what normal blood pressure is, but it was pretty high, I think, because on Thursday when I went to the doctor, it was 130 something over 110. And then my mom checked it on Friday, and I was like, she was like, I think I'm reading it wrong because I got 138 over 100. And I'm like, no, Mom, that's right. But it's kind of gone down, I guess. On Saturday it was 130 over 85. On Sunday it was 130 over 90. And today it was 130 over 70. And I don't know what dictates like how high or how low your blood pressure is. I guess I should look that up, right? Like what are the factors that affect your blood pressure? Like, why would you have high blood pressure? What would be the cause of it? That's it, I guess.